Good morning, Raptor Freaks. Lexiot's here. Tuesday morning. We're doing a Tuesday trivia today. 2 days off in a row between the end of the regular season and the playing game tomorrow against the Chicago Bulls. So just news and notes for 10 minutes before we start the trivia game today. I hope people have come here, trivia heads, ready to play some trivia because we got a good subject today. Of course, it's going to be our year-end review on the statistics of the season for the Raptors this year. But first, let's just talk a little bit with y'all in the comments and also talk about issues of daily Raptors news, of course. Nameless is here first. Nameless is saying T minus 34 hours until game time. That's right. You count them down, Nameless. We have got that clock. Tick, 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 tick. Yes. We're ready to get down there. This game is going to be hype. Monique has got her tickets to go to the game tomorrow. Fantastic. And they are setting up Jurassic Park outside the building yesterday, putting all the barriers and the stands and the whole setup for Jurassic Park, getting set up yesterday to be ready for Wednesday for tailgating parties. And then, of course, the Maple Leafs are playing in the playoffs too. So they got Maple Leaf Square open for them and Jurassic Park open for us. Sue is here. Good morning, everyone. Almost play-in day. One more to go. Thank you, Sue. Play it again, Sue. Check out Sue's music reaction YouTube channel. It's fantastic. It's so much fun, informative, and fun. That's what it's all about. I'm teaching you about music history and different things about songs and stuff, and just awesome stuff. Play it again, Sue. Check it out. Mike is here. Check out Logical Raptors Fanatic also. His YouTube channel is fantastic also. Salute the Real Ones Project Truth always. Not going to lie, to lower any anxiety from the game in the articles, Grange DeRozan come to an end era. What the fuck? I don't know. I don't know what you're referring to. Go outside, try a new hobby. I'm playing a new video game. All right, this is what I'm going to say about DeMar DeRozan right now. Last night on his Instagram, in his Instagram stories, he posted a picture of a young Al Pacino in the Godfather movies. Yes, he is posting a picture of Michael Corleone on his Instagram. And I'm going to tell you right now, that is deep meaning to it. If you know the Godfather movies and stuff like that, he knows you did it, Fredo, is what he's saying. I knew you did it, Fredo. It was you, Fredo. This is very, 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 very deep meaning. I'm going to tell you that right now. DeMar DeRozan posting Michael Corleone on his Instagram last night has a very, very specific meaning. And that means he's coming. He's coming for revenge tomorrow. I took his bobblehead away from behind me. I don't want him on our stream today because he is not family for the next 24 34, 35, 36, 37, 38 hours. He is not Raptors family. He is the enemy. And I do not want him sitting there looking over my shoulder with JYD and Charles Oakley right now. So he is in the other room. He is not going to be in this room putting any kind of DeMar DeRozan vibes in the war room, the Raptor Freak war room. No, he's not going to be in here. Ahmet the GOAT is in here. Good morning from Israel. Good to see you, Ahmet. I'm glad you're here to play some trivia with us. We're going to get it started in just a little bit. Fiercey's here. Good to see Fiercey Salsera. Good morning, family. Hoping the Raptors prepare accordingly for tomorrow. DeMar is waiting for us. He's here in Toronto right now. Of course he's here. And in some ways, that may be why he's already gearing up, because he's like, listen, he can sort through all of his feelings from the last 15 years. He can sort through all his feelings of coming here as a young, fresh-faced rookie from Compton, California, and not having a winter coat and having to go through the Canadian harsh winter. He has a quote out there that they have about what is the quote exactly? Let me find this quote. It's on Twitter or something. Let's see, DeMar DeRozan. Why didn't I prepare this? Oh my gosh, you idiot, Lex. Why didn't you prepare this? All right, he has a quote, and he is saying, let me make sure I read it exactly right. Where is that quote? Come on now. Oh, no. Now I can't find it, of course. It's the one where he talks about being double taxed. It's, I don't even know. I can't find it. Okay, here it is. That was home for me. It was everything for me. The way they embraced me, everything. Even if I tried to, it's nothing I could ever say was wrong with Canada other than getting double taxed. He loves us. He loves Canada, but he's coming to kill us, y'all. This is what he's all about. And in the practice interviews yesterday, Fred Van Vliet, OG Anunoby, Nick Nurse, a couple overwhelming topics in those conversations, especially DeMar DeRozan and OG Anunoby, talking about the battle they're going to have tomorrow night and about respect between the two of them and how they respect DeMar. Nick Nurse saying you can't really stop DeMar, you just want to limit him. We're very much going to be focusing on him, is what they're saying yesterday. We're going to be really trying to stop him in all kinds of ways. He is really good at finishing with people next to him. They're saying stuff like that yesterday. But yeah, OG seems like he's kind of ready. He said he talked to DeMar on the phone a couple days ago, but it wasn't really before any of this was sorted out. But this is the thing, that this is a very, very important matchup. OG, if you can shut that water off, the OG Plumbing Company on DeMar DeRozan, we got to worry about Levine also, of course. But yeah, they were very much centering a lot of the interviews with the Raptors after practice yesterday around the subject of DeMar DeRozan, and then the other subject being the Defensive Player of the Year race with OG Anunoby. Very ringing endorsements coming out all over the place for OG to be considered for Defensive Player of the Year. But, and I shared this yesterday in the Raptor Freak Facebook chat, the spreadsheet is back, y'all. That's right. Last year, there was a spreadsheet, a mysterious spreadsheet of somebody who has a lot of time on their hands that doesn't mind doing this. And thank you. It's a very nice service. They're listening to all the media and hearing what people that have votes for end of the year NBA awards are saying on the media, what they're going to vote, and they're keeping track of it all on a nice spreadsheet. In fact, I want to give you guys the link in the chat right now so you guys can go look at it. It is up. As they were saying yesterday, Oren Weisfeld, a couple other people on Twitter and other places are saying, why do they leak this? You idiots. They're not leaking this. This is just them going on their shows like Jalen Rose and Ryan Russillo and Bill Simmons going on their podcasts and going on their different media shows on ESPN and stuff, saying on air who they're voting for MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, things like that. And somebody keeps track of what they're saying and compiles it all so we can statistically look at what the real landscape of things are for who are the top contenders for these postseason awards. It's a fantastic spreadsheet. I mean, seriously, go look at it. It is interesting. Now, the one I'm looking at the most is obviously the Defensive Player of the Year one, because that is the one where we got probably the most chance of getting something with OG. And I'm actually dismayed about what I'm seeing here. That actually the leader for Defensive Player of the Year award, according to the spreadsheet, is Evan Mobley of the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. And it's weird. In fact, I've heard that the Cavs have a better defensive rating when he's not on the court. And this man, I feel like they feel bad about giving Scotty the Rookie of the Year last year and it being so close that they have to give some sort of makeup award to Evan Mobley this year. And I feel like they're going to try and give him the Defensive Player of the Year award. It's ridiculous. Evan Mobley should not be the Defensive Player of the Year award. I'm sorry. There are a bunch of other candidates that are way better than him for that award than a second-year Evan Mobley. Come on. You should give it to Jarrett Allen before you give it to Evan Mobley. I'm sorry. I would actually respect it more if you gave it to Jarrett Allen before you gave it to Evan Mobley. Jaren Jackson Jr., much better candidate for Defensive Player of the Award. I would even rather you give the award to Brooke Lopez than give the award to Evan Mobley. NBA writers and people that vote on this, you guys are idiots. You're idiots, and you shouldn't be voting on this. Seriously, the pundits won't write articles about how they shouldn't be giving these awards. The coaches should be giving these awards. The coaches, the assistant coaches, get them all to be able to vote on this. Each organization has 5 coaches that can vote on this award, and they can't, vote for their own people. That should be the rules on this. But yeah, go check out the spreadsheet. It's actually very interesting. and very full of information. So much information in there. Yeah, very, very interesting. All right, let me see what else you guys are saying in the comments, and then we'll start the game. Guardian Transit's here. I'm going to preach today. It's all about defense leads to victory. Yeah, we're going to need the defense tomorrow. In some ways, it's lucky we're playing the Bulls because the Bulls have similar problems that we do, and they're similar issues that we do. And maybe we can not have our weaknesses show as much as their weaknesses will show tomorrow. We'll have to see. Mike's saying Grange has been using certain words to play up the coming of the doom and playing into negative vibes. Grange's headline is for the play-in game. 5 years later, DeRozan comes to an end of an era. We're young. Yeah, there's a lot of people talking about full circle. A lot of people talking about they really want to play this angle up, and they should, Mike. It's dramatic. It sells issues off the magazine rack. It's the kind of shit that makes people interested. It is a story, and it's real, and it's true. So why wouldn't they push that? These guys are not for the Raptors. And in some ways, the drama of the former Raptor coming back is more interesting, though. Some of these media guys really love DeMar. They were around him for a long time, and they know him very well. And in some ways, they enjoy writing his legend, even if it is against our team. And I, in some ways, can't get upset about that because that is part of their job. It is a very, very interesting story, the full circle of it. We did stab DeMar in the back. And there is something about this that is very interesting and dramatic. It's very much like primetime TV kind of stuff. It is very much for sure. Nameless has got I think that's a flag or something. And Fiercey's saying guys will need to prevent him from jump shooting. You know, I'd rather let him shoot from outside. It's the stuff when he gets closer to the basket and tries to flip shots over or like gets leaners or fadeaways. That's the problem. In some ways, you almost want to dare him to take threes and let him try and like beat you through from the 3-point line. You just don't want him to get like dribbles in. Now, the thing they're saying yesterday is basically we're going to try and deny him the ball as much as possible and just not let him even touch the ball. That is a good strategy also. And we know the Raptors are good at funneling balls on the other teams trying to do, going in away from where they actually want to put it. That is something that we're actually very, very good at. So Amit saying we made him who he is. And that is not untrue. That is very true. People do really love him here, and he loves Toronto too. I wonder who's going to guard Zach LaVine. Probably Scotty. In some ways, I don't want Scotty guarding him in some ways, but it may be all right. We'll have to see. It'll be different looks on him. It could very well be that we put somebody like Gary Trent or even, Scotty's probably going to have to play Zach LaVine to a degree. It's dangerous, though. He is very similar to DeMar, and they have two of those kind of guys. Yeah. Ahmed saying, so no OG for Defensive Player of the Year. That sucks. But next year, he's my pick. Well, he doesn't have any votes yet. So he's not even on the radar. And in some ways, people are already not talking about him on defensive team. We should try and get him on the defensive team at least. There is a lot of politicking for him right now. And it's not even just Raptors Nation and Raptors media that are talking about OG. There are people around the NBA that are talking about him, and he is in the conversation. But he has not showed up on that spreadsheet that I put that link in the chat for yet. Definitely be checking up on that spreadsheet, and I will be bringing it up until this whole race for all the awards is over and we can actually see who won everything. It's fun. They got all the awards on there: Coach of the Year, Sixth Man, Most Improved, All NBA, MVP, Rookie of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year. They're all there. There's a spreadsheet for each one of them, and as people publicly announce who they have been voting, they're going to vote for, they put it on there and compile it so you can look at all of it all together. It's fantastic stuff. It's good work, whoever does it. Let's see. Fiercely saying OG should have it, but if our record prevents him from getting it, Jaren Jackson or Clown Lopez should get it, unfortunately. Yeah. If you're going by record, it should be either one of those two. I don't think it should be Evan Mobley. That's ridiculous. I really do feel like if they do give it to Evan Mobley, it's a makeup award for last year and the Rookie of the Year being so close. And we can even sully him that way. Say, oh, they had to give it to you because they felt sorry for you, Evan. Oh, they felt sorry for you because Scotty won Rookie of the Year. Mike's saying, I have an issue with end of an era. We're young, and to be honest, if we beat the Bulls, they could pull the plug. We could end them. we're going to continue on with our young players. The Bulls are older. You know what, Mike? Let's make it that. They want to start talking about end of an era. Well, maybe that is what it's going to be. If we fuck them up tomorrow and then the Bulls have to totally rebuild and everything is over for them. Just because they say end of an era, it doesn't know which era they're talking about, Mike. So let's write our own story tomorrow, Toronto Raptors, since it's in a way open-ended. They don't know what the fuck's going to happen tomorrow. They don't know how the real mascot matchup's going to go. So they need to just check themselves before they start writing in that Chicago's winning and beating us tomorrow for sure. That's not for sure. This match in some ways is even with us actually slightly favored. So let's see. These vet factors are going to be important as far as Jimmy Butler and DeMar DeRozan. Jimmy Butler's very serious about tonight. Very, very serious about tonight. And Kevin Love coming out and saying, I came to Miami partly because of Jimmy Butler. Because if I'm going to be on a team with anybody and we need to win a game, do or die, I want Jimmy Butler on my side. So the Heat are very, very confident playing Atlanta tonight in their do or die game tonight. And we'll have to see. This will actually set things up so that we'll know a little bit more about what is looking ahead of us on Friday, possibly after tonight. So we'll have to see. The Miami Heat can defeat the Atlanta Hawks and get that first round against Boston Celtics. And then we'll see the Atlanta Hawks on Friday. But we'll have to see what happens. Trevor's saying, good morning. That is so wrong. They need to give this to OG. Is the only one who should get it. And if they do not give it to him, that's cheap. Well, in some ways, everybody's going to ignore us. There's not a single Raptor mentioned on that spreadsheet that I posted earlier. There's nobody in consideration for any awards that comes from Toronto. Trust me. Pascal doesn't even have any All-NBA award votes on there yet either. Ahmet saying, so just make sophomore of the year. Good morning, Raymond Jacob. Stepping in. Raymond Jacob has entered the chat, and he is ready to play some trivia. Well, on that note, let's start the game today, y'all. All right, guys. Today is the annual Raptors wrap-up for the season statistically. So I'm going to be asking y'all questions about stats from this past season, the complete stats of the year. And because Jalen Rose made such a big deal out of going after the stats in totals instead of averages, we're going to be talking about total numbers and not average numbers, just so y'all know. All right, Nameless is saying, let's fucking go. Raymond is back, baby. We've been worried about you, Raymond. I know you told me you've been having some ups and downs in your life recently, and we understand why you've been away. But I am glad to see you back in this chat. Seriously, you are a valued Raptor freak and somebody we have missed your presence for a lot of this season, honestly. But it's really nice to see you back. All right, let's start it up. Question number 1, guys. And you guys are not going to be getting these the normal way. Trust me. There ain't going to be none of this stuff, David Saborin or Shanky. You guys don't know how to Wikipedia these answers. Let's just put it that way. All right. This is going to be a good one. Let's fucking go, Raymond. That's right. Tom Duke is saying hi to Raymond, too. We're really happy to have you back. Honestly, seriously, everybody misses you, Raymond. You're a real one. You're one of our family. Come on now. All right, here we go. Question number 1. You know the rules, guys. Whoever writes it in first is going to get it, okay? How many minutes are played by every NBA team over the whole season? How many minutes does each NBA team play in the season? They all play the same amount of minutes as far as how many minutes in the game for all 82 games with all 5 positions. Tell me what that number is, and we're going to play high-low right now. That's right. So you better figure it out right now, y'all. If you know how to figure this number out, maybe you can do the math equation in your head. Like write in 82, la, la, la. Everybody loves Raymond. That's right, Shane. Everybody does. All right. It's Price is Right. Who wants to start with a high or low? I'll tell you if it's high or low, depending on your number. That is way too high, Nameless. That is way, way too high. Fiercely Self-Sarah is saying 3,936 minutes. That is wrong. That is not right. Logical's put the equation out there. Is that the right equation, though? I don't know. Maybe it is. Somebody's going to figure it out from that. 33,000. Tom, that is too high. I want it all. Dr. Evil's saying, no, 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 and no. 33,000 is too high. You guys are mostly too high. Fiercely's too low. All right, let's see. 21,000. That is too high. 15,000. That is too low. So we've got a range between 15,000 and 21,000 minutes. How many minutes does a team play in the NBA season? 17,500. That is too low. 18,888. That is too low. 18,000 is too low, guys. I feel like an auctioneer. We're bidding here. 18,000 is too low, y'all. It's too low. 20,000. I'm not rounding things. 1933. That is too low, but it's close. 19,500. That's close. That's even closer. Too low, though. 1950. 550. That is too low still. 1200. No. 19,300. No. 1999.99. Raymond Jacob. That is too high. That is too high. So we've got an even better range now. 19,555 is too low. 19,700 is too low. 20,000 is too high. 19,586 is too low. Randolph Phillips is here. Greeting, beloved. Raptor Freak, most informative gang listening. Yes, playing the trivia today, Randolph. Glad to be here to see you. 19,780 is the closest so far, but it's too low by Shane. 19,450 is too low. Too low. 19,877 is too high, Tom. Too high. All right. Good morning to the super fan Monique Lawrence in here for trivia today. All right. I want to get the exact number, y'all. Who's going to get it? 20,000 is too high. 19,680 is too low. Tom Duke has the answer. No, he doesn't. Nobody's got the answer yet. 19,800 is the closest so far. Raymond Jacob is just below it. It's a little bit higher, Raymond Jacob. You're the closest. 19,821 is too high. So now you know the range is between 19,800 and 19,821. So the 820, no. 820, no. There it is. Tom Duke got it. Tom Duke has got it. It's 19,805. That is exactly how many minutes every single NBA team, all 30 teams played this season. 19,805 minutes played by Raptors on the court today. Good job, Tom Duke. 19,805. That is the number. Only took 20. That was hard as fuck, wasn't it, Ahmed? That's right. This is the thing. I'm going to make these hard. I'm not trying to make this easy for y'all. Seriously. You think I'm going to just ask you who scored the most points for the Raptors this year? Well, maybe I will. But that'll be later, so be ready. Yeah. There you go, Tom Duke. Worked hard for that. This is what you got to do to win that bobblehead. You got to work hard for it. All right, here we go. Here's the second question, y'all. Yeah, all the questions are going to be like this to a degree. Tom got his bucket. That's right. He always gets at least one. You didn't even hear the question, Shane? The question was, how many minutes in an entire season does a whole NBA team play? Like, how many minutes does all their players over the whole course of the season? So basically, it's kind of like 82 times 48, I guess, times 5. There's a couple of equations you got to put in there. Yeah. He didn't even know. He's just writing numbers in. That's funny. All right, next question. How many field goals were attempted by the Raptors this season? How many field goal attempts did they attempt this season, guys? And I want the exact number once again. We're going to be playing some prices right today. How many field goal attempts? And then the overtime minutes, of course, that does matter. That does make a difference between teams, though. Overtime minutes. I forgot about that. So it doesn't all teams. That's right. So that's how many the Raptors played, just so you know. Okay, you're saying 2,460 field goal attempts? No, that's not right. Oh, Shanky found it. Shanky knows where my numbers are. Shanky got it. They shot 7,489 free throw attempts this past season. Shanky got that one. Now I'm going to ask you, how many attempts did the other team take against us? This is an important stat from the Raptors this year. Field goal attempts. We get way more field goal attempts than they do. So we got 7,489 field goal attempts. How many did the other team get against us all season? Yeah, Shanky don't play. Shanky found it. Cool Cat saying, good morning, Raptor Free crew. In and out of trivia today. Damn, I'm missing this trivia game. All right, let's see. Fiercey Salsera is very close. It's not that. It's a little bit low, Fiercey. Your number's close. 6,234 is a little low, but that is not that far from the answer. How many field goal attempts did the other team have against the Raptors this season? That Fiercely Salsera is just low. That's too high, Ahmed. 7,000. 6,436 is too low. 6420 is too low. 6895 is too high. 6345 is too low. And Shanky knows where to find the number. It is 6752. Now, if we look at that number with the number that was the first part of this answer, we got 7,489 field goal attempts versus 6,758. So that is a net of like 700 more shots for the whole entire season. The Raptors got to attempt 700 more shots than the other team the whole season. That is amazing. Honestly, that is very impressive to me that they made 700 more opportunities over the whole season to get more shots on goal. That's just consistently getting more field goal attempts than the other team all the time. That's fantastic. Good job, Shanky. All right, next question. Now, they're not going to be able to find all the answers the same way, just so you know. What stat categories did the Raptors lose to the other teams overall? There are 4 very important stat categories that we did not perform as well as our opponents this season, but we did beat the opponents in most of the other ones. What stat categories do you think we lost to net against opponents this year as a team? What was our worst stat categories? Raymond Jacobs saying 3-point category for sure. Raymond, that is right. 3-point for sure. You're getting that one, Raymond. That's right. Tom Duke, he's just snuck in there before you. I just said 3-point shooting. There's no 3 points percentage made or anything. It's just all at the once. Fiercely saying this is not a good statistic considering we missed so many attempts. Well, in some ways, we're quantity over quality, Fiercely. That's always been our strategy is quantity over quality. Take a lot of shots and make sure they go in. All right, Isaac's saying blocks. No, we beat the other teams in blocks. 3-pointers is definitely one of them. Free throws? Yes. Yes. Raymond Jacobs got another one. Free throws is another avenue where we lost in all kinds of ways, whether it's free throw attempts, whether it's free throw percentage. We lost in the free throw category this year. Raymond is very quick. Shanky's saying defensive rebounds. No, defensive rebounds is not one of them. Seymour saying, good morning, gang. Raptors over everyone. Let's stay confident and get from that pre-dance to the actual party. We have a chance. Yes, Seymour, Pape, good to see you. And thank you for reminding us we have a chance tomorrow to beat the Bulls and get further in the play-in. Let's go. 3-point shooting for sure, Monique. Yep, Raymond already got that one. Tom Duke is saying bench minutes played. No, bench minutes is not actually one of the categories that I kept. It's more the regular categories I'm looking at. Shanky's got another one. Assists is definitely a category we got beat this year in. Other teams had way more assists than us. So Shanky's getting that one. I only have one more left here, and it's one more major category, guys. Turnovers, no, we did better in turnovers than the other teams. In fact, we may talk more about that very soon. Bench points is not a category that I looked at. 2-point average, that's too specific. But you're on the right track, Mike. If you just get more general, maybe you'd get it. Seymour saying teams beat us at ref-assisted wins. I can't deny that one, but that's not a general category, like a main NBA category. Raymond saying that nameless, just rusty. Hope you've been good, brother. We are so happy. Honestly, Raymond Jacob, you like the cavalry coming in to help us with this good spirits for the play-in, man. So good to see you. Bench importance. Yeah, that's not a stat category, Tom. I really am talking about the main stat category. This is a stat category that is in our fantasy league. Let's just put it that way. All these categories are stat categories in our fantasy league. Let's see. Shane's saying 3-point. Yeah, that's definitely one. All right, Isaac got it. Somebody just needed to say field goal percentage. Field goal percentage in general, we lost. So the 4 categories are the 3 shooting categories and assists. So our offense, basically, field goal percentage, 3-pointers, and free throws and assists were the 4 categories. There you go. Good job, Isaac Campbell. Get it. Just in general, field goal percentage is what I was looking for. There you go. Field goal percentage was exactly that. Isaac saying fan nation positivity. That's right. That's right. That's right. Ha, ha, ha. Detroit. What are you guys talking about in Detroit? All right, let's keep going. All right, here we go. How many steals, and they made the record this year, did the Raptors get this season? This is the most steals any Raptors team has ever gotten in the history of the franchise. How many steals did the team get as a whole? See, you notice I'm not doing the individual stats, y'all. I'm doing the team stats, baby. That's right, because it's a team game. All right, Amit's got it, 772, and that number was actually put on blast on a graphic yesterday, talking about how the Raptors made their record most steals this past season in their history of their franchise. 772 steals for the Raptors over 82 games. That's absolutely fantastic. Ahmet, man, Ahmet, the GOAT. Yes, let's fucking go, Ahmet. Yes, yes. All right, question number 5. That's right. My Israeli brother. That's right. Number 5. How many turnovers did the Raptors cause? Not how many they had. How many turnovers did they cause in games this season? This was a great stat by them also. How many turnovers did they cause the other team to turn over the ball? Fiercey saying 248. That's too low. 1,600 is too high, Mike. But you are closer. We'll put it that way. You're closer to the number than Fiercey is. So that's your range right now. Tom Duke 7777. That is too low, Tom. Logical saying 1200. That's too low. 900 is too low. 956 is too low. I want the number exactly, y'all. We're playing a lot of prices right. This is the perfect day for Raymond to come back. This is his game. This is his style. 956, 999, too low. 1,000, too low. 1,450 is the closest so far, and it's too high. Too high. 1,450 is too high, Shane. 1056 is too low. 130902 is just a little too low and even closer. 1322 is even closer, but too low. 1368. Fiercey Salsera, you are so close. You are scorchingly hot. Fiercey Salsera, 1368. Can you go 1 point lower and you will get it? Please, Fiercey? Please, just write that in, please. You guys are too low. Just 1 point lower. Come on, who's going to do it? Yes, Fiercey Salsera. I wanted her to get it. She was so close. You guys are right there with 1366. It's 1367. Good job, Fiercey Salsera. I'm glad you listened to me and you did it. Yes, 1367. That's right. That's amazing. That's a lot of turnovers. 1,367 turnovers caused by the Raptors this year. Fantastic. Now, on the flip side, I want to know how many turnovers did they commit themselves? Because this is something that's important about the Raptors. How many turnovers did they commit themselves in reverse in this? So 1367 is the number that they made turnover from the other side. How many turnovers did they cause? Or no, how many did they have themselves? 986 is a little high, but it's close. Shanky knows. Shanky got it. It is 956. Shanky is in on it. So let's look at this question real quick. So the Raptors turned over the ball 956 times this season, but they caused 1,367 turnovers. That's a great turnover differential for a team as far as them taking care of the ball and causing the other teams to have way more turnovers. In fact, that is almost a 400. It's an over 400 turnover differential for the whole entire season. That's amazing. Over 400 more turnovers for our opponents than what we caused for ourselves. That is fantastic stuff. You go, Raptors, and you go, Fiercey and Shanky. Good job. Good job, y'all. So it's 1367 and 956. 956 is the right answer. Yeah. All right. Let's keep going with the questions, y'all. Is this fun? Is this fun? We're learning about how they did this year. And I really like those last couple questions as far as the steals and turnovers. All right. Question number 6. Let's see. DeMarcus Cousins signed in Puerto Rico. Awesome. Good for him. He thinks he's the third best center in the NBA right now. Well, he's not the third best center in the NBA. He's the best center in Puerto Rico. Just be careful. Look out for Invader One while you're there. I'm just going to say that. DeMarcus, look out for Invader One. Don't go near Invader One in the locker room. That's all I'm going to say, all right? The dude is still free. He's a murderer, and he lives in Puerto Rico. Don't go near Invader One. Trust me. You do not want to go near that Gonzalez guy. Trust me. Monique is saying pumped for tomorrow. Yes, we are, but we're pumped for Raptor Freak Tuesday trivia right now, Monique. That's right. Let's keep going. All right, question number 6. Who started the most games this season for the Raptors? Who started in the most games for the Raptors this season? Which one of the Raptors? Oh, I do individual questions a bit on here. A little curveball. Scotty is right. Fiercey has got it. It is Scotty Barnes. He started 76 games this season. Fiercey saw Sarah getting in the quickest, writing it in the fastest. Ahmet, you were right behind there. It is Scotty Barnes. 76 games started this season. All right, next question. Here's another one. Who played the most minutes this season for the Raptors? Who played the most minutes this season on the Raptors? I'm sorry, Ahmet. You're in Israel. I don't know if you're good. All right, Ahmet, Scotty is right. You're going to get that one. I'm going to give you that one because you got that one. Scotty is also the person who played the most minutes this season. Siakam had the most minutes per game, and he led the league in minutes per game for this whole league. But Scotty technically had a few more minutes than him, a few more minutes than him statistically total than Pascal actually had. But it's very close. It's very, very close. Scotty just barely playing a little bit more than Pascal. Yeah, he played more games than Siakam. And that's part of the reason why. All right, next question. Who made the most three-pointers for the Raptors this year? Who had the most threes in the basket? Who made the most threes? Fred VanVleet is right. Isaac Campbell, very, very, very much like very definitively writing that in. Isaac Campbell putting in Fred VanVleet on that one. That is definitely right. It is Fred. Everybody's putting other people. It is Fred. Fred got the most. He had 207 threes this season. 207 threes for Freddie. Fred. All right, question number 9. Who had the best free throw percentage, at least 20 attempts at the free throw line this season for the Raptors? Who had the best free throw percentage? Papa Frederico, Tom, you going to say Papa Frederico and get it that way? Yes, it is. That's right, Tom. It is Fred once again. He shot 89.8%. So he shot 90% at the free throw line this year. Fred VanVleet, our leading free throw shooter this year. Yeah. No, it's not Jakob. It's Fred here, too. Fred gets the last two questions. All right, the next question is, who led the Raptors in offensive rebounds this season? Who had the most offensive rebounds for the Raptors? I'm starting after Banton. Spicy P is wrong, Isaac. Scotty is right. Ahmet, you're on the board for that one. You're getting Scotty. Scotty had the most offensive rebounds for the Raptors this season. 179 offensive rebounds by Scotty Barnes this season. There you go. Scotty had the most offensive rebounds. All right, but who had the most total rebounds this season? Who had the most total rebounds this season? It's after Nameless's little comment. Scotty is wrong. Ahmet, Spicy is right. Isaac's getting it. Spicy is right. Spicy P had the most total rebounds for the team after Scotty. Scotty had the most offensive rebounds, but Pascal had the more rebounds total as far as having way more defensive rebounds and having that. So you go, Isaac Campbell getting in here today and getting some points today, jumping in. Yeah. It's the Raptors on the total for the whole season. It's total, not average. We're doing totals in honor of what Jalen Rose said. We're not doing averages. We're doing totals, Ahmet, just so you know. Now, I know you're at a disadvantage because you're far away. All right, next question. Who led the Raptors in block shots this season? Total block shots this season. Who had the most block shots for the season on the team this year? Siakam is wrong. Shanky's got it. Chris Boucher is right. Chris Boucher had the most block shots for the Raptors this season, 64 for Chris Boucher. He is our leader in block shots. You didn't get that H in there, Shanky, but I'm giving it to you because you got it, buddy. You got Chris first. Bonjour is right. Chris Boucher leading the Raptors in block shots this season. That's right. It's not Coloco. No, it's not. All right, next question. Which Raptor with at least 200 minutes played this season had the best true shooting percentage? Which Raptor with at least 200 minutes played had the best true shooting percentage? Chris is wrong. OG is wrong. Gary is wrong. OG is wrong. Gary is wrong. Fred is wrong. Precious is wrong. Gary is wrong. Scotty is wrong. Gary is wrong. Scotty is wrong. Siakam is wrong. Pascal is wrong. Yak is right. Tom Duke has got it. It is Jakapel. He has a 65.2% true shooting percentage for the year. Jakob Poeltl is our best true shooter this season. Not with the free throws. No. It's the field goals that really get him there and the lack of three-point shooting that give him the best true shooting percentage out of the Raptors. So Jakob Poeltl is the best true shooter on the team. All right, let's keep going. We got 5 more questions and then we're going to be done for today. You guys are all over it today, and I love the participation. It's really competitive and it's fun. All right, let's go. Which Raptor had the most dunks this year? Who do you think had the most dunks this year, y'all? After Nameless is Ducarelli. Who do you think has got Scotty? Nope, it's not Scotty. OG is right. Isaac Campbell's got it. OG had the most dunks this year. Isaac Campbell doing very, very well today. OG Anunoby, 103 dunks this season. That's right. OG is the right answer, guys. OG. Let's see. Why does the announcer say Anunoby? Anunoby. OG Anunoby? I don't know why the fucking U.S. announcers call him Anunoby. Anunoby or Anunoby, or I don't know why they fucking butcher his name. They need to put respect on his name and get it right. I mean, they're still calling him Shaquem, Pascal Shaquem down there on CNN. And that man's an all-star and all-NBA player, and he's Pascal Shaquem. So it's like, of course, they're going to say OG Anunoby. I don't know. They fuck up his last name every which way. Your chat is so delayed. Well, listen, you're still getting points, Ahmed. Come on. It's for the fun also. Come on. This is for fun. David's already won the championship. Trust me. Nobody's touching David. He's not even here today. And that motherfucker's going to get that championship. Watch. David is going to win it. Watch. It doesn't matter. It's just for fun, honestly. Let's see. Oh my God, what is going on? I answered before Ahmed, but for some reason it's not registering. Denal, you got to make sure your connectivity is good with your internet server in this game. That does matter in this game. Trust me. If you are in Israel or you're in Asia or you're in Africa and you're playing the Raptor Freak Tuesday trivia, you may have a disadvantage to Raymond Jacob, who's downtown here in Toronto. Tom Duke is in Victoria, BC. So, there's different distances different people are playing from, but I can only go by what you guys write and what it shows me on my chat. And if you really want me to take screenshots of who I can see first, I will do that. But do you really need to audit me that way? I don't think you do. I don't think you do. All right, let's see. Mike is saying Anunoby is the funniest one. Anunoby. Anunoby. OG Anunoby. Joel Embiid. What? Me too. All right, let's see. Shaquem is weak commenting. Yeah, I know. Pascal Shaquem. David is here. I don't think he is here. He would have jumped on some of these. Denal's in Ontario. See, you should have an advantage. You should be having an advantage over everybody here. Maybe your server, it may be your internet provider is not up to snuff. Nameless is saying, is it weird? I listen to this game show in my shower. I don't know. You're just multitasking. That's not a big deal to me. I mean, I guess it's kind of not really. I don't know. You do what you do. I can't see you, so it doesn't matter, right? Okay. Kareem's just saying Joe Easy is his answer from here on out. You don't even know what the questions are. Oh my gosh. All right. Ahmed's having fun. It's all good. He's just competitive. I know it's tough. Well, listen, I mean, it's just for fun. And honestly, if you get a couple of questions, you should feel good. Seriously, everybody's getting different ones. And I like seeing so many different names getting in here and getting some of the answers. It's fun. It is fun, Fiercey. It's just a game. It's fun stuff. Raymond Jacobs saying, tip, if you set the HD to a low setting, like 360p, it's faster. Raymond Jacob he's a pro at this. He's already figured out all these little things and make it change. I'm going to give Raymond Jacob a dunk just because he's back. And that is hilarious what he just said. So, Raymond, I don't know if you're on the dunk list yet, but you're getting a Raptor Freak dunk today just for saying that thing about your speed and for reappearing once again in our chat. I love seeing Raymond back. Oh, my gosh. Tristan's laughing at it. Ananabi is pretty funny, too. This could be like a whole stream one day. Let's just do weird mispronunciations of Raptors players. Like we can do throughout the history. We can bring up all the times Shaquille O'Neal tried to say Jonas Valanciunas, Charles Barkley, all the weird stuff that they've said on TNT. So Jimmy Pope's here. What's up, Jimmy Pope? What's up? We're playing trivia. We got 4 more questions, so you can still get some points. We're just taking a little comedy break for a second. Definitely a dunk for Draymond. Yeah, for Raymond. Draymond. Don't say Draymond. Tom Duke has got the guy in the shower listening to this podcast. That's hilarious. Nameless, do what you got to do, man. Maybe you have things to get going, and I'm just like a supplemental, like listening podcast while you're doing the things you're doing, man. There's no problem with that at all. Kareem saying, I hate that OG still doesn't have a nickname. You know what? In a way, you're right. He doesn't really have a nickname. Like, in a way, his nickname is kind of just OG. I don't know. What would OG's nickname be? Maybe that's a good Thursday think tank conversation. Maybe we need to have a Thursday think tank on Raptors nicknames. That would be fun. I think that's a good topic for this year to have that. All right. Isaac Campbell's got the cowboy out. Tristan saying, Tom, have you ever been to a TFC game or just like basketball? I thought I saw you. Tom has not been to a TFC game. If he did, it was one out west because he'd only been to Toronto once. And I hung out with him for most of the 2 days he was here. And I know he didn't go to a TFC game. So if you saw him on TV, it wasn't him. Now, I will say this, guys. The recent Open Gym that came out last weekend had footage of the Indiana Pacers game that we all went to. And there are a couple wide camera shots towards that end of the court where we were sitting. And if somebody really has a good HD TV and wants to try and suss us out, needle in a haystack wise, in the crowd, you could probably see us on the Open Gym episode that was released last weekend, Tom, just so you know. That you could probably see us over in that section because of some of the wide camera angles they used in that episode. So just so you guys know, if David or Greg or Tom want to go and find us in the section, you might be able to see us in the latest Open Gym. Let's see. His name is Goya. I know, and that in some ways that's what I want. I want to call him that, but he doesn't want to be called that, obviously, because that's why he's OG. So let's see. OG is the nickname. Yeah, it's the nickname because his name is actually that. That totally makes sense. Anuna Newbie. Yeah, I don't know how they say his name. It's crazy. Mike said, I actually heard Anunoby the other day from the Bucks or Celtics announcers. I know, Anunoby. Yeah, they don't know how to say this shit. They really don't. Yeah, Tom Duke's first time in Toronto was a couple weeks ago. It was awesome. And hopefully my first time in BC will be in a couple months. Fiercely saying it's actually because his name is a Goya or something. Sorry, I butchered his name. No, that's actually pretty similar to what his name is spelled at. Okay, and Tom's saying they were actually saying he's a great player, but they butcher his name. Yeah, get his name right. Respect his name. All right, let's keep going. Who was our best three-point shooter by percentage? Who had the best percentage? And they had to have taken a certain amount of three-pointers. Who was our best? Dizzy B jumping in. Dizzy David is hiding and lurking, and it is OG. OG, it's funny we're talking about him because he was the next answer to the question. He shot 39% for three. 38.7% from three. It is OG. OG is right. So Dizzy got that one. Let's see. What Denial's listing a whole bunch of people. Let's see. All right. No, it's not Kem. Kem technically, but it's by a certain amount because Kem got 50% from three, but he didn't shoot enough. He was 1 for 2 from three. So that doesn't really count. We're doing it by a certain amount. All right. Last 3 questions, guys. All right. And these may be a little bit tougher. Yeah, they better stop disrespecting these African names. Yeah, these ignorant motherfuckers. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Tristan's saying, wow, I swear since the All-Star break, he exploded. Yeah, OG's three-point shooting was fantastic in the second half of the season. More recently, he's cooled off. But, man, there was a certain period in there where he was cooking. Like 5 of 6 or 6 of 7 from 3 on certain nights. Woo, that's scorching. That's scorching. All right, last 3 questions, y'all. Let's get them. Who had the most bad pass turnovers this season for the Raptors? Who threw the most bad passes that turned into turnovers this year? Joe Easy? No. Fred? No. It wasn't Fred, guys. It wasn't Gary. It was Scotty. Yes, Raymond. It is Scotty. Scotty threw the worst passes this year. 99 bad passes leading to turnovers this year. It is definitely Scotty, y'all. It's not Fred. It's not Gary. It's not Precious. It's Scotty Barnes. He had the most bad passes. All right, let's keep going. Who got their shot blocked the most this season out of all the Raptors? Who got their shot blocked the most this season? Yeah. Scotty's no looks are not always the best. When I'm laughing, I laugh at the dumb person who doesn't know OG's name and trying to read but fail. Ahmet, Fred is not right. It's not Fred. He did not have his shot blocked the most out of everybody. It's not Joe Easy. It is not Scotty. It is OG. Ahmet got it. It is OG. OG got his shot block the most out of any Raptor this season. It was OG Anunoby got blocked the most. Yeah, 65 times OG got blocked this year in the game. Last question, guys. Let's make it a good one. Tristan say, I still love last year when Fred got his shot blocked, then scored a 3 right after. That was awesome too. I remember that, Tristan. I remember that. Oh, he's giving Ahmet the GOAT because he got that last one. All right, last question, y'all. Who had the most and ones this season? Who had the most and ones for the Raptors for the whole season? Who had the most and one? Fred? No, it's not Fred. It's not Scotty. It's not OG. It is Pascal. I am Shanky getting the last question. It is Pascal Siakam. He yells it and one so much. He better get it the most. 52 and ones. That seems like very few. You know, we play 82 games and he gets 52 fucking and ones. That means 30 games that he didn't get an and one. That's too low. I'm sorry. There's guys in this league that got like 3 average and ones per game. People like Joel and James Harden. And meanwhile, Pascal's only got 52 for the whole freaking season, and he leads our team in and ones. Yeah, that's messed up. They don't give us nothing for free throws or fouls. No, they don't. Damn, they don't. No, they don't. Let's see. The spicy peppers are out. I see that. Mike saying, damn, couldn't snipe one with the bag today. The lag. Maybe next time. Sorry, Mike. I didn't realize you didn't get one of the answers today. Tristan saying, that's crazy. 52 and ones. I know. That's not enough. Tristan saying, and leads the league in minutes. I know. This man gets no respect. All right, so basically, I'll add up all the points made today. Each answer was worth 25 points, and I'll add it to the totals, and I'll post it in the comments in a little while so you can see how you all did and where you are in the new standings of the Raptor Freak Trivia standings. So very good job. If I want to see who won for the overall today, I'm going to guess. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4 for 5 for Shanky. Let's see. Ahmet got 1, 2, 3, 4 for Ahmet. So Shanky's technically got 5. It looks like Raymond's got a couple. I think Shanky got the most answers overall out of everybody today. 5. And Ahmet got 4. And those were our leaders today. So yeah. And Fiercey got, let's see, Fiercey got 1, 2. Fiercey got at least 2. At least from my counting on here. All right, y'all. Well, thanks again for playing. If there's anything else, I don't know if there's anything else I want to talk about. Definitely check out that spreadsheet that I shared with you guys earlier. The one with all the postseason votes and how people are voting and stuff like that. That's a lot of fun to look at, and you can see what's going on. Let's see. Mike's all good. Denal saying I'm dropping to 2P next time. He's taking Raymond Jacobs' advice. Yeah, Fiercey, you got quite a few. You're gonna move up on the trivia standings. Mike's saying you win some, you lose some. That's life. That's right. And Kareem's saying, question: who got 2 10-day contracts and is a current player on the Raptors? And his first name is Joe. Answer: Joe Weezy. Good trivia, Kareem. Maybe I should have you guest host trivia one week. We'll just have Kareem do his own trivia. That could be fun. Maybe that'll be a weird evolution. That one of the Raptor Freaks chooses to make their own trivia day, and we have like you guys create a trivia for one day, and I don't do any work. Cool Cat saying I'm back. Oh no, it's over. Yeah, it is over. Nurse phone call. I'm not calling Nurse. I don't want to talk to him. I might cuss him out, Tom. In some ways, I'm really want him some ways to find his way back to us, but I see it all. I see it in his body language. I see how nervous he is. I see how like his energy is really weird right now. In some ways, I don't know. I don't want to call him, Tom. I know you want me to call him, but I'm not. I don't really want to. I see that there's a raptor over a bull in the emoticon math there. I like that. Mike's saying email the questions in. That's a solid idea. No, you might just write them in here. Write them into the chat. You get a Kareem Thomas will make up all these questions, and you have to type them in really fast, like he did that one. He would just put in the question only, and then you guys have to answer him. And I'll just watch, and I'll sit here, and I'll read all the comments and stuff. Monique saying, "Let's go Raptors, let's go Lex." You know, Monique, go to the games, or let's go, Monique, to the game, play-in game tomorrow. Get loud out there. Monique. You said the ticket prices were kind of affordable. That's awesome. I'm not going to go to this one, but if they get a playoff series with Milwaukee, I'll show up to one of those games. Let's see. Mike's saying I need a Mo made Travis Day. A Mo made Travis Day. Tom's saying you could console him. Um, uh, uh, oh, you need a Mo made trivia day. That's what you meant. I was like, what does that mean? Travis Day. Okay, you want Monique to make a trivia day. That would be fun. I'm sure she could write some really good questions. Fiercely saying the writing seems to be on the wall for Nick Nurse. Yeah, I don't like that. In fact, is there more to like Thad Young's? The writing is on the wall because it happened in L.A. That maybe he's portending that is what's going on, and Nick's going to go to L.A. I don't know. I understand not wanting to call him too. It's awkward, Tom. It's awkward at this point. I don't want to call him. There's no reason to call him right now. Let's just see how things go. If he's back in the fold, I will call him again in the future. But if he isn't, I'm not calling him anymore. Denal saying, who was the tallest player that the Raptors ever had? This is a good trivia question. I wonder who that would be, guys. Who would that be? I'm going to take a stab at this. I'm going to guess that maybe it's like Radojevic because he was like 7'2". It's not somebody much taller than 7'2" or 7'3". We've never had like a super tall guy like Mirzon or Bowl or whatchamacallit, Sean Bradley. We didn't have anybody like that. So do you know the answer to this question, Denial? Because I'm going to want you to give me the answer if you're asking it. If you're just asking the question in general, we want to know the answer. I don't want to go research it right now. I'm going to guess it's somebody like Radojevic. Alex Len isn't a bad answer. It's not Koloko. Koloko is only 7'1". It's not Koloko. It's got to be somebody like, maybe it's, Sim Bular. Bular. Maybe it's Bular. Or maybe it's, Menge Batin. Is it Menke Batin? I'm really digging deep here. Denal doesn't know. He just asked just for fun. He doesn't know. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see. Cool Cat saying if we make the playoffs, I would try to go to the first home game. Otherwise, TV it is. Yeah, I'm the same way. I try and go every postseason, but it depends on how far they go. I like to wait. Like last season, I didn't go at all because I was hoping I was telling myself if they beat the Sixers and they get the second round, I'll go to the second round, but they didn't, so I didn't go. And in the year we won the championship, I kept saying I'll go the next round, I'll go the next round. And then when they made it to the finals, I went to finals game 1 because I wanted to save my money to go to like a really important parts. But if they get a first round matchup against Milwaukee, I'll probably try and go to at least. Well, there may only be like 2 home games, so I'll try and go to one of those. Hopefully. Let's see. What did I miss? Is there an interview? There were interviews yesterday with Nick and OG and Fred, and they were pretty much centered around DeMar DeRozan and then talking about OG and defensive player. And that was most of what they were talking about. It's all the same lip service. Like, we got to really prepare in these next couple days to get ready for the Bulls. It's good that we have this time off. We really have seen them in different places at different times this season in different personnel, and they haven't really seen us much with Jakob. So it'll be interesting to see, the 2 teams against each other at this point. A lot of that kind of stuff they're saying. Nick was fine in the interview. He had a lot of good answers, and he did make me feel like he's motivated to try and win. He said that it is exciting no matter what the postseason is, even if it's a play-in the situation we're in. As a coach, it's fun to get up and try and compete and get prepared for these kind of games. So he's saying this kind of stuff makes me feel good that he's kind of dialed in, that he enjoys the postseason and these kind of like do or die games. So hopefully he's taking it real seriously and getting our guys as prepared as possible for tomorrow in a one and done do or die game against DeMar DeRozan and the Chicago Bulls here at Scotiabank Arena tomorrow. Let's see. Hakeem Olajuwon, the tallest? No, I don't think so. He was actually shorter than 7 foot. He was more like 6'10" himself. Koloko's the tallest. He could. I don't think he is. I really don't think he is. Alex Len's not that tall. Koloko's 7'3". I don't think that's right. Is he really 7'3"? That seems pretty high. Denal, I wish you knew what the answer was. Why'd you do this? I think it is Sim Bular. I think it is Simbular. How tall is Simbular? I don't know if he actually ever played for the Raptors, though. He was on our like training camps team, so I don't even know. Jakob's better than Vucevic. I like that, Fiercey. I like that. Ask Alexa. I don't have Alexa. You have to ask Alexi in this house because I don't have Alexa around here. You guys, maybe somebody can ask this or research it or something. I asked the ultimate question. I don't know the damn answer. Well, I know the shortest player to ever play for the Raptors. I know who that is. It's that guy right there, just over my shoulder, number 14. I know that's the shortest guy who ever played for the Raptors. What? Damn it! Now we're gonna all want to know. Jeez. All right. Well, let me just wrap it up because I don't want to be over an hour. I'm gonna finish up in the next 15 seconds. Let's see. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching me today. Tomorrow, I'll preview the playing game. It is a very important game. I'll be here early at 9:15 to start previewing the game. I'll have the refs. I'll have all the latest news on things about the team. Let's go